What's up? Because none of us had anything to do on a Saturday. Hey, did you miss us? Did you think it was over? And all of a sudden we're back. Listen, I think Russell's with me here too, through the power of technology. He just raced to his office to be here with you guys. We did one more night of staying up nonstop, reading your comments and your thoughts. And here's what I know. There's emotional and logical buyers in life, right? There's people who make emotional and logical decisions in life. And we're going to train a little bit today. After we go through some FAQs, I want to teach you a little bit on that. But here's what I know. Those of you that have already engaged in the trial and you're going to stick and make this real, congratulations. For those of you who decided to take the Mastermind Elite Bundle, congratulations. Thank you. I see all the people who say you're in, right? Fantastic. This is going to anchor it in to make sure you make this real, because we're going to answer. We got pages of FAQs, right? We stayed up all night reading these, and so many of them are so simple to answer. But let me just be completely transparent. We're back on a Saturday. Russell left his family. I left mine, because what we would hate is for those of you who make very logical decisions, which is great. That's my sister. I'm very emotional. I act fast. My sister wants all the I's dotted, T's crossed, all the answers. If she doesn't get that, then she hesitates and she's missed out on a lot of stuff. And Russell and I decided, early this morning or last night, I don't even know when we decided, that we wanted to come back here and make sure we could answer as many questions as you have. For those of you already in the trial and are already in the bundle, congratulations. Again, this will anchor it. But those of you on the fence going, I want to, I'm not sure, but I got this one thing, we're hoping today we solve that for you so you can make this decision and not look back with regret knowing you missed out. Here's what I know. Logical buyers, sometimes I've failed miserably by moving too fast, but sometimes our logic can make us overanalyze so much that we get paralyzed and go, I should. And then all of a sudden, 2 days from now, when this offer is gone, you're like, no, please. So that's why we're here. Russell, are you with me?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Oh, cool, man. I didn't even know you were here. Thank you. What's up, Dan?
I was planning a stream from my house, and then we had kids on computers this morning, so I ran out. Now I'm here. So what's up, everybody?
Well, good to see you guys. We're here to make sure give you guys complete clarity on all the questions that you have. We did our best. How cool is it, though? This family has just exploded overnight. The site is on fire. I even had somebody doing an impression of me. That was a funny video. I got to send it to you, Russell. That was good. So many good things. Anything this morning before we get to some cool FAQs? And I have a whiteboard. I tried to imitate like some of the menu draws so elegantly and easy. So I got a little journey that I want to share with you guys of where you were, where we went, and where you can go. But first, we got some questions.
No, I'm just excited. As you know, we've been geeking out and planning this whole thing for the last 5 or 6 months, and it's cool to see it come to fruition. And so many people getting excited, and so many people diving in. And then, I'm hearing an echo. Is that on my side?
Yeah, I don't hear it here.
All right, cool. But it's just fun on our side to see now. I don't know, it's been fun because even our closest partners inside of KBB and our businesses didn't know about this. It's been top secret. And when we started the Build Your Brand Challenge, everyone's like, what's happening? What are you guys doing? We're like, we haven't told anyone yet. So it's been fun because now it's to finally have it, we can talk about it, we can share it, and see you guys succeeding and having fun with it is the coolest. So the biggest thing that Dean and I last night was we want to make sure everyone does this. And there's some people who have questions and fears, and there's some questions that aren't logical or some questions that are misunderstandings. Let's just clean those up real quick, and then we can rock and roll, and everyone get back to work and have some fun and start building their courses, because I don't want anything holding you guys back. So we're going to knock down and smash the things that might be holding you back so you start moving forward. I've had a friend one time tell me that a lot of times it's like we're in a car and we've got our foot on the gas. We're trying to go a million miles a minute, but our foot's also on the brake because we're freaking out. And so instead of moving, we're just so our goal right now, we got the foot on the gas. Everyone's going crazy. We're going to take our goal is today just to get off the brakes so we can just boom and go. So that's the game plan. I'm excited.
That's such a good analogy. I'm probably going to steal that, but I'll give you credit every time. But you got it from somebody. So anyway, so cool stuff. What I was thinking, Russell, no, we didn't have any plan, guys. We're here on a Saturday with you. Thank you for joining us. I know this was a last minute email, so a lot of you are going to be watching this as a replay. But no, we're going to try to go 40 minutes max to clear up as much as we possibly can so you guys don't miss out, and even don't miss out on this momentum that we've been so blessed to build. So Russell, I'm going to just jump into some questions, and some, just so you know, we can answer with one sentence like yes and okay, and other ones will go a little deeper. So first off, I'm going to just get to this one. They're not in any particular order, but what they did, I just want to, my team took people's questions, but they looked for the ones that were so similar, right? So it might, I know if we see 50 people have the same question, there could be 5,000 with the same question, right? So don't know the names who did this. I asked my team to get me names, but we don't have it right now, so that's okay. But am I the only one feeling overwhelmed? I'm not sure I could figure out how to be an expert in 5 days. Lessons, plans, videos, workbooks. A little overwhelmed. What do I do?
Yeah.
I'll let you go that first one.
Cool. A couple of things. Number one, for people who already have a course, this is where a lot of people are like, I'm in the copying, pasting, moving things over, and the course is now live in 5 seconds, right? And so that's one set of people. The other set, for a lot of you guys, this is your introduction. You're like, I'm brand new in here. I don't know what I'm doing. And so you're kind of nervous. You're like, I don't know what to do yet, so maybe I should wait until I know what to do. And the reality is, no, that's why you need to do this, because we're going to show you what to do. Okay, we did a 5-day deep dive to kind of give you guys like a crash course to help open up your eyes to the possibilities. Starting Monday, like Dave Espino, who's doing the course on how to build your course out, he literally all night long was messaging me and building out outlines, and he's recording today. Like by Monday, you're going to start getting the videos to start going through the deep dive, right? If you look at like the whole thing, like the last 5 days, we're trying to show you guys, here's the strategy of what's possible. But we didn't have time to go into like the tactics of like, okay, here's how you record on Zoom. Here's how you record on Camtasia or ScreenFlow, like showing you the intricacies of how to do it. So if you don't know how to like if you're overwhelmed and don't know what to do, that's okay. That's the next step, is for us to get you unoverwhelmed and show you exactly what to do. Okay, we showed you how to do it. Now we're gonna show you what to do, like step by step by step by step. And so if you're nervous, like that's okay. That's why you should get involved. Not like, I don't understand, I'm gonna back out. It's like, no. It's kind of like, imagine you sign up for your first year of college. And you're like, I don't know if I should take like advanced calculus, because I don't know how to do advanced calculus. That's the whole point. That's why you sign up for the class, is to teach you how to do advanced calculus. Same thing here. Like, you don't know how to do a course yet. It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm not gonna take the class. It's like, that's why you take the class. So that's why we included that class and all the other things with it. So if you don't know, that's why you need it. You need it more than anybody. So get started, go through the class. We're going to teach you advanced calculus, AKA how to create your own course, over the next 30 days. And in 30 days, you'll have your thing live. And so if you didn't do it in 5 days, that's okay. The biggest thing in 5 days was our goal is to help you to see the vision and what's possible, and to sell yourself on, to give you belief. Because if you believe you can do it, it's not that hard. We just got to get you to believe. And so that's kind of that's how I would answer that question.
Yeah, great. I knew you would answer that. So awesome. I want to back up what Russell said. Like, anything you do, I don't know if you remember, if you're a parent, but I remember when my daughter was born, who's now 13, heading towards 14. 14. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I didn't know 14 came so fast. But anyway, when she was born, I remember coming home from the hospital, and like I remember looking at the rear view mirror. You know, you place them in the back, and like you're a nervous wreck. You strap, you check, everything is tight, and you're trying to harness them in without hurting them. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, like, how do I do this? This is overwhelming. But I knew it was something I was committed to. It's my daughter. Not only did I ask a lot of people and read books, but I knew that I wouldn't know it all overnight, but I was dedicated to being a good dad. And then within weeks, I felt easier. Within months, felt way better. And now I feel I'm a great dad. I have another new baby, a 5-month-old right now. My whole point is, when something's new, you feel overwhelmed. Can I do it all in 5 days? Like Russell said, we did the best we can in 5 days. It was a crash course to get you motivated, get you saying, I see this is real. I know this can be. I got some great oversight. Now it's time to get the real capabilities, go deeper, and make it real, so you don't look back and feel like, damn, I missed out. Because if you're waiting for grace to go, oh, your confidence is there, you got all this, just go. If you're waiting for that, you'll miss out on everything. So what I'm going to share is, if you're feeling overwhelmed and lack of confidence like you shared, then I'm going to tell you to invoke your courage muscle. Courage is different than confidence. Courage is jumping out of the plane, growing wings on the way down. Courage is walking into the boardroom, not even knowing if you're going to get the deal or not, but making it happen. Courage is saying, these are 3 guys who care. These are the right capabilities. This is the right time in history. I'm going to trust this. I'm going to go after it like that 9-year-old boy. Was that amazing, just being naive? Don't we all need a little bit more of that naiveness? There's a better word, but I don't know it. Naivety? I don't know. Don't we need more of that, right? So invoke a courage muscle to keep moving forward and know we're here to guide you through the whole process. All right, let's get to the next one. Do you have resources to help us navigate through the software? Now, I know, Russell, you could share that too, but here's what we've already done. Even if you're in the $1 trial, like, I just want you to know, we hope that you guys take advantage of this bundle we put together. I mean, the truth is it's ridiculous what we've done and added everything we possibly could, right? But if you're just saying, I'm going to stick with the 97, that's amazing, and we're here to support you too. Like, don't feel like it's like, oh, it's all or nothing. They're both great. We just happen to put something irresistible together, like Tony talks about, an irresistible offer. But don't dare bail for any reason or the lack of courage and confidence, because even if with just the dollar, but also more stuff, obviously, in the higher level. We have articles, we have video walkthroughs, we have a community within the app, we have the Facebook group. We're currently going to convert the Facebook group to make it all about training, and we're going to be doing training inside the Facebook group, not deep dive training, but keeping you supported and a part of something bigger than yourself. I said this yesterday, Russell, Tony, and myself don't need another company. We fortunately don't need it to eat, right? What we need to do is really transform lives and impact lives, and we're no way going to create something that's not going to be the best on the planet. And how do we make this best? By supporting you. Why ClickFunnels is so successful, why the company I own with Tony that we did KBB, where we teach people how to do this on a deeper level, why they're so successful is because we over-deliver, and if we help people overcome their obstacles, gain the capabilities, learn the technical side, and get it done, you know what you do? You use it, you share it, you brag about it with friends, and that's how you become an industry leader. And we don't do things to dabble. So we have our customer support team. We have access to support. We have feature enhancements, requests, feedback. We're working on upgrades. So yes, we are here to support you and navigate you through the software. I miss anything on that, Russell?
No. And then, like you said, also those who go in the bundle, we've got additional deep diver courses, things like that. And anyone who gets involved in KBB, which those are no KBB, it's the big course that Dean and Tony put together. It's more expensive. You can sign up for as well, but it gets like super deep into it. But yeah, there's different tiers and different levels, but we're not going anywhere. This is not something that's like a flash in the pan. Like, this is the beginning of something amazing. And so you guys are coming in the ground floor, and as we're adding more stuff, you guys are getting this value, and we keep doing it. And we want to make sure you guys are successful. So as you guys get stuck in the Facebook group, let people know, and we'll come in. Our coaches will come in. Other members will come in who've already done this and help serve and help support as well. So it's turning into be a really cool, super helpful family, which is pretty awesome.
It is. It is. And I see people asking, where do you get the bundle? We'll share that later. It's at mmbundle.com. But don't go there now. We want to answer all your questions, so don't go there now. I see the questions. I can't have slides up with all the questions coming up because I'm like squirrel. Like, oh, let me. But anyway,
let's go down this rabbit hole.
Russell, you could answer this probably in 1 second. What's the difference between organizations and masterminds once you're in the back office? And again, remember, some of these are going to be mindset questions. Some are very technical. Some are easy. So we're just going back and forth. But what's the difference?
Yeah. So right now, so when you sign up for Mastermind, you get one organization. So that's like your company name. So mine is Marketing Secrets. It could be your personal name. It could be Russell Bruns. It could be Dean. And right now, like, that's all anybody really needs. In the future, a lot of things that you'll see in the software Todd built, because we know the future, what's going to be happening. So in the future, what's going to be really cool is you could set up multiple organizations. So let's say you have different companies. Maybe you have one company and your spouse has a different company. So you'd set up two different organizations. And that way, what happens is when somebody buys a product, let's say that you buy a product from me, inside your customer, when they log in their customer center, they're going to see your organization. So you see Marketing Secrets, and they go inside there and they'll see all the courses that I've created that are on the platform. And they'll say, oh, Russell, I already own these 3 from Russell, but here's 5 more that I don't own yet. So it gives you the, they may come and start buying the other courses because they're inside there. They'll see them inside the members area. So that's what an organization is. Now, the reason why we can set up multiple organizations, let's say my organization is teaching people marketing and my wife's is teaching cooking. I don't want to put someone logging to their marketing back office and see marketing and see my wife's cooking videos in there, right? So you could set up multiple organizations inside your account, which sets it up where where one organization is my cooking company, one's my marketing company, and one could be my SEO company, and if you have different courses kind of categorized that way. I think by default, the $97 a month plan, you get one organization. I don't know, I can't remember if we upgraded if you get multiple. I think it's more like a placeholder now that we're going to add those features in the future, but just that's the difference. Masterminds are your actual courses. And so in an organization, if you're at the $97 a month plan, you can have 5 masterminds. If you get the bundle, you can have unlimited masterminds. So you could put 1,000 in there if you wanted to. So that's kind of the difference in just the hierarchy, if that makes sense.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna just keep going down. Simple questions. There's so many of you. You got inspired yesterday, and you're like, I lost my credentials, my login credentials to the Mastermind software. How do I get help? So if you guys could help in the chats, and my team will help, I'm just gonna read what the team told me. Make sure, and please, if you haven't logged in yet, go log in. It's not one of those things where you feel overwhelmed. Like, it's one of those things you go in and go, oh, wow, I can do this, right? And for those of you, I see so many in here saying, Russell, I don't know if you're watching the chat, so many people are saying, I got my first course uploaded last night. I uploaded 2 courses last night. This is amazing. And remember what Russell said in the beginning. Some of you already had a course. You're like, boom, this is the marketplace I want to be on. Some of you are like, this is a whole new world to me. Where do I start? That's why you work with us, to unlock what's inside of you, make it into a course, and get it up there in 30, 60 days, right? Not a time to look back. But how do you log in? Again, my team, you could write this. You go to mastermind.com, click on login, and click on forgot my password. Just like pretty much anything that you go to in the history of the world, when you lose it, you forgot your password. And that takes you through the process. If for some reason that doesn't work, we have support at app support mastermind.com to further support you. So just know that, go to the mastermind.com, click on login and forgot password, go through the process. If it doesn't work, app support at mastermind.com. Okay, Russell, I'm going to ask you on this one because I know you have this. Go ahead.
So you forgot password. You guys should know that sometimes it goes into a junk folder, spam folder. Like, look around for it and try to find it before you freak out. Like, I didn't come. Like, sometimes it comes, but your email provider puts it in a weird folder. So just look for it. It should come.
Oh yeah, that's true. Always check your spam and promotion because you never know, some things end up there. Okay, Russell, this, because I know you deal with this with ClickFunnels as well. People are asking, Stripe, what if Stripe isn't supported in my country? Somebody said in Africa or Siberia. Is there a workaround, or is there any other options?
Okay, great question. So number one, right now the only payment platform we support is Stripe inside the platform, which is, I think, go to like 35 different countries.
I think it's 39. 39 of the biggest countries in the world. Yep.
So it covers most of it. It doesn't cover everything though. And so, we have in the future goals to open up other payment platforms and things like that. Right now, we don't. The only thing that's available right now is Stripe. But what we found has been successful for people in other countries where Stripe's not available. Stripe has a program called Stripe Atlas. So if you Google Stripe Atlas, what it does is it helps you set up a company like in the United States or in a country that does have Stripe, and then you can plug it in and it'll get your bank account and stuff to work. So that's kind of the workaround for right now, until we figure out, until we add in other platforms and things like that. But right now, Stripe is our partner in this, and they're amazing. We've been using them for ClickFunnels now. I think we've processed $5 or $6 billion through Stripe's platform inside ClickFunnels in the last couple of years. And so they're amazing partners. They do such a good job. They make it simple for you guys to be able to create an account. And like I said, if you're not able to, I look at Stripe Atlas, Google that. It takes a little bit of work to set it up, but then they get it all set up and you can get your money, and it makes it easy. So that's kind of the best workarounds for right now.
Yeah, if you saw Brian's show yesterday, he literally sent us this long message last night thanking us on the training yesterday. Brian was one of the first people who posted their mastermind. He's in the top 10 of most sales already. He's like shocked, and he's like, it was so cool that I hooked up the Stripe account. And then I woke up in the morning and the money was actually in my bank account, right? Like, yeah. It's just because it's one of those things until that happens. I remember one of my first sales like that. It's just like, it happened, it's real, right? One thing I want to share too, as you're watching what Tony and myself and Russell did this week, not only do we want you to watch through the eyes of learning, through the eyes of what to do, what opportunities are available, what capabilities we're bringing, what technology we're bringing, but I'm going to encourage you to do something. I wrote myself a note here. This wasn't a question. What I'm going to encourage you to do is learn to also model it. If we wrote you an email that got you here today, why wouldn't you model that email when you want to send people to what you're doing? If we but if we came here on a Saturday because we wanted to serve you, because we saw all the questions last night and we don't want to leave anybody behind, because selling is truly service to us, not just mouth, not just what we say, it's what we do. I told Tony I was coming here today. He almost cried. He goes, brother, you're going there on a Saturday. People need that. Serve them. Like, this isn't something we just talk about. It's what we do. If you like what we're doing for you, if you like the challenge, if you like the irresistible offer we made for the bundle that you got to get it, or the $1 trial ago, I got to do it. If you liked it, then also I want you to add one element. How can you model it? Could you do a challenge just like we did for 10 people, 50 people, 100 people? Heck yes, you could. So remember, not only should you be learning, not only should you feed your logical mind to get the questions answered so you keep moving forward, not only should you take uncomfortable action and keep moving forward and don't miss out and don't be left behind on Monday when this main offer goes away, but also you should be like, oh, I see what you guys are doing there. You're serving through your heart, but you're still building momentum and we're getting these capabilities. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Does that make sense? And then there was one more thing. I saw a post this morning. I looked all night, but there's one this morning. Somebody said, I'm just having trouble. And I'd love your opinion on this, Russell. This isn't on our questions from our team. It's something I saw. A gentleman said, I'm just having trouble. I want to serve people, and I just don't want to sell. Selling it feels bad. I just want to build it and let people just come, and if they want to buy it, they can. Russell, before I give my answer on that, what's your answer on that?
Yeah, in fact, it's funny. In my Expert Secrets book, I wrote like half a chapter on this specifically because so many of us, especially those of us who are givers, who are serving, who are trying to change the world, trying to help people, we have this weird feeling of just like, I don't know if I should be doing that or not. But it's interesting. Like I remember the very first time I did my live event, and I sold 2 tickets, and I invited all my friends and family to come to fill up the room. I kind of told that story on stage. So I had like 30 people in the room. And what was interesting is that I did my whole training for 3 days. It was amazing. And the 2 people who paid to be in that room went on and built successful businesses. And the 28 other people who came in the room and didn't pay didn't do anything with it. And it's been crazy because I've now been doing this for I'm in my 18th year. So 18 years I've been doing this. Whenever I have a big event, I always get someone, my family members or friends or someone who's like, oh, if I could just come, like, please just give me a free ticket, I'll come. And I'm always like, sure, come along, but you will not do anything with it. They're like, yeah, well, I promise, like, I'll be your best student. Yet to this day, there's never been a single human being who has come to my event for free who has ever had any like measurable success ever. It's insane. So I have a very, 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 very strong belief that if you don't pay attention. And then you look at the universe. This is how God works. God just doesn't give us blessings. He's like, go out there and work for it. You got to prove it. Go work for it. And if you prove yourself, then I'll give you the blessing. Like it happens over and over and over again. We see this thing, like those who don't work for something don't value, they don't get anything from it. And so if you actually love your student, you actually want them to be successful, giving it to them is the worst possible thing you could do. You are not serving them. You are literally screwing them over. You are taking away the biggest chance of them being successful. If you don't make them do something for it, they won't have success. And then first time I heard that, I didn't believe it. I was scared. But doing this now for almost 2 decades, I've seen it over and over and over again. If I really love my customers, I need to get them to commit financially. If they don't, they will not be successful. And so when you start shifting your mindset like that, all of a sudden you're like, man, I could just I just want to serve, I just want to give. But if you do that, I promise your people will not have the transformations they need until they put some skin in the game. And I've seen this, like we'll see this right now. We had 200,000 people sign up for the challenge. It was free, right? Tons of people went through and watched it, right? Then you shrink it down. From that, 30,000 people put the $1 in, okay? And then from that, so far, we got a couple thousand that paid the money for the $997. It's insane. If you look at the success ratio, the people who pay $997, the success will be 100 times higher than the people that pay the $1. And the people who pay $1 will be 1,000 times higher than the free people came in. It's just the laws of the universe. If you don't pay, you don't pay attention. And so for me, it's like, man, the more I love my content, the more I love my customers, the more I understand I need to get them to buy or they will not do anything with it. And I believe that at such a deep level. And it's funny, Dean and I have meetings with some of the biggest personal development people in the world, and most of them are scared to death of selling. And it's like, we keep telling, like, you understand, you will serve your people at such a higher level if you will get them to make a commitment. And anyway, it's a mindset shift. It's weird, but the first time you do it and you start seeing it, man, it makes you so, at least for me, I have so much belief. Like, you can come to my events if you don't pay. Like, that's awesome, but you will not do anything with it. I just know it. I know it deep in my heart. If I can get you to make a step, make you to commit, every commitment you make, the higher success. In fact, we had I know Dean, I was in Dean's $100,000 a year program. I have a $50,000 a year program back in the day. And we had a 100% success rate of people in $50,000 a year program. 100%. Everybody had success. Okay. Because they put up a lot more money. Okay. In my free trials, it's way less. It's just it's the laws of nature is how it works. So anyway, that's my answer.
No, I appreciate you sharing that. And 2 things. One thing Tony said yesterday was give away free value. That's how Tony started. He gave away a 2-day free event. But you know what he did at the end of the 2 days? What Jim Rohn did to him. He asked people if they wanted to upgrade to the next level program to go deeper. And 20% of the room did, just like he was 20% of the room that gave Jim Rohn more money. When Tony was first going to the events and Jim Rohn sold 2 days free, the end of 2 days, Jim sold $1,000 product. Tony went up and said, I know everybody, you're asking everybody to pay. He said, but if you let me in free, I'll make so much and I'll give you half of what I make. And he said, Jim Rohn looked at him and said, son, I'm not your bank. And if I give it to you, you'll do nothing. Go find the money or just give up on life. Like literally, that's what Jim Rohn told Tony Robbins when he was 17 years old. And Tony's life was never the same because he went out and did everything he could, scrape that money together. And well, I guess the rest is history. And it's funny, I see all the great comments coming in, but I want to share something. One person that I feel empathy for said, you guys, or this platform is about overselling and under-delivering. Somebody just said that. Do you feel, let me just ask you something. Do you feel we under-delivered in the last 5 days? Do you feel the platform is under-delivering? Listen, if we don't teach you how to ethically get people to say yes, you will have a dream, not a reality. You will dream about helping other people. You'll have something inside you that's dying to come out. You may even spend all the money, time, and effort to create it. But the truth of the matter is 99.9999% of the people who build stuff and don't know how to market or get people to say yes have nothing but a great product or a great idea that never goes anywhere. And that's how you go back to where you were and you settle. And that's just not what we're about. And if we weren't honest with you, you know, we could come on here and say, listen, don't worry about selling. Let's just live inside our hearts. Let's share what we have and the universe will come and allow our sales to be huge. We'd be full of crap. We'd be the biggest liars. We could probably sell more of you if we just said, just build it and they will come. Build it and it'll go viral. We'd be full of crap. We'd be lying to you. If you want to be lied to, then go someplace else where fluffy, where you have ponies and puppies and lots more rainbows. Okay, there's no rainbows here. There's reality. Tony says it real. Russell says it real. We're selling it real. Just if you want to impact others, grow your influence, your impact, and help the world, then you must get people to engage and say yes. Simple as that. Simple as that. So the person said overselling and under-delivering. We love y'all. Love each and every one of you. But you really got to look inside, because that mindset, if you think we under-delivered, on this software, then I think you got some major troubles in accomplishing what you want. And if you didn't like what we were talking about, you'd be someplace else this morning. Just being honest. I think you might be a confused fan. I don't know. I stole that from Trent Shelton.
Can I say one more thing to that?
Yeah.
It's funny. Myron Golden told me this one time. He said, we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are. And it's crazy. The person who's like, oh, I didn't get any value of this. Oh, you under-delivered. I guarantee you will attract that type of person into your world. You don't attract who you want. You attract who you are. And so if you're not able to look at something like, man, that was amazing. This is where I got the value. I got this piece and this piece and this piece. The people you attract into your life will be the same way, and they're going to be miserable. So make sure you attract who you are, not who you want. So figure out who's your dream customer and act the way that you want them to act, and that's what'll happen. So.
All right, cool. All right, next question, Russell, is what is your number one tip, exercise advice for building confidence around public speaking or speaking on camera?
Oh, man. Okay. This is the secret. Who here has one of these little guys right here? Or you know somebody who has one you could borrow. It's called a smartphone. Okay, so in my last event, I showed videos of me from like 15 years ago, the first time I was on video. And I was the worst ever. Everyone was like, man, Russell, I thought I was bad, but you were way worse than me. I'm like, yeah. Like, how did you get so good? I said, I went live a lot. Like, not like, oh, once a month or once a week. I went live every single day for like 5 or 6 years. This is what you got to learn. And at first, you're going to be freaked out and you're going to be bad at it and you're not going to like it. So that means is you need to set up your own Facebook group where you are the only member of that Facebook group and then go live into it. So nobody's going to see you. Okay. And that's okay, because at first you're going to be really, really bad. Okay. And then you're going to go live again the next day and the next day and the next day. And a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, over time, you're going to start figuring out how to find your voice. Okay. You start figuring out like what to say and how to say it and what things feel good. And then eventually you can feel a little more comfortable. And instead of going live in this Facebook group where no one's there, then you go live on your personal page. Okay. And you feel a little more comfortable and a little more comfortable, and you keep doing it that way. I had a friend recently who, right before we launched this platform, launched her first course, and she's been going through training. She's like, why didn't you launch this a month ago? Anyway, but she put out her first course, and I remember because she called my wife and was like, hey, can you jump on? I'm doing my first training, and there's like 3 or 4 people there, and I just need an audience so I can do my very first time. And she got on live and she did it. And she was so scared and so nervous and so like all the things, right? And she was teaching and we were watching. She did good, but she was like, you could tell that she was not comfortable. And I'm sure most of you guys are not going to feel comfortable the first time, but she did it all the way through and she got done and she's like, I did it. And she's like, now I know what to say and now I feel less awkward. So she went right back right afterwards and like, I'm gonna do it again right now while I know what to say. And so she went live again a second time. And this time, I don't know if anyone was there. Maybe she had 1 or 2 people there, but she did the entire training again. And the second time was like 300 times better than the first time. Okay, same content. She did it twice. And if she wanted to, she could do it again. If she did 3 or 4 times, she would have nailed that module, right? Second time, she took the module because it was way better than the first time. And that became the module that went into her course. And so I think it's just doing it. Like, do the first time, invite 3 or 4 of your family members, invite your spouse, invite your kids, and be like, I'm going to do this. It's going to be bad, but I got to get it out once. And you get it out once, you're like, okay, now I'm going to do it again live in my Facebook group. I'm going to do it and do it 3 or 4 times, and then you start feeling comfortable, and then you can record the one that's going to be the one that people get. The other thing, one last thing, Stacey and Paul Martino were here yesterday when we left, and they're right now doing their 3rd version of their Quick Start. Quick Start's their $1,000 course. And she's like, this is the 3rd time we record it. And I was like, oh, like, why are you doing it again? She's like, well, the first time we did it, I think it was like 9 or 10 years ago. She's like, we had a bunch of little kids. So we had a babysitter for little kids. We went to a Westin, and she's like, we were on our bed in the Westin with a little microphone, and we recorded the entire thing. And it was the worst audio quality because it was echoing in the room, but it was the only place we could get away from our kids for like 3 days. We had a 3-day weekend. We just recorded the entire thing sitting on a bed, and that was our entire course for the first like 5 years of our business. She's like, then we redid it the next time, like in a room where it was a little bit better quality, and then now they're redoing it, big production with videos and all sorts of stuff. But the first time was them sitting in a room with a little microphone at a Westin recording it because that's the only way they could get away from their kids. And so like that should be inspiring because they sold. She said that was the first 5 years. The first $1 million they made was from that course. That was like the worst thing ever. And then they made a new one and they updated it. So you don't have to record your end all be all course today. Just the first one and just practice. Start getting it out there.
I love that, Russell. And here's my advice. What Russell said about this, I got comfortable just by doing it. But here's something I want you to really think about in today's world. Would you rather have perfection or would you rather have someone real, right? And I think, I hate to use the silly term like we're back to blue jeans, but we're kind of back to blue jeans, right? Thank God, because I wear a t-shirt and jeans every day. But in a business world with everything online nonstop, do you ever notice you're stopping on things where someone happens to be who they are? What if I don't have a vast vocabulary? I try to think of more articulate words and I end up going back to great, awesome, pretty cool, this is amazing, this is exciting. I just don't have a vast vocabulary. There's certain things I'm not good at. I use the wrong words sometimes. But I hope people know that I'm being the most real version of me that I can be. This is who I am, whether you know me on camera or off camera. You meet me on the street, you meet me at an event, or you're here in the studio, or I'm on camera. This is who I am. Now, I'm not saying about me, but it's the same with Russell, the same with Tony, the same with the people you follow. So what I want to tell you is don't try to be perfect. Don't try to be someone else. Be the best version of you and practice nonstop. And it's the reason I taught 2 days ago the Hook Story Close. It just gives you a framework. Like, start doing it. Like, go on video today and sell someone to go to your favorite movie. Sell someone to go to your favorite restaurant. Sell someone on your favorite book. Do the things that feel non-threatening to you. Sell someone to go to your favorite hairstylist. Or if you already have your course, maybe go sell someone on why they need it. What'll get you over it is when you realize that people just want the best version of you, that people like to be sold to when it's something that could positively impact their life. And third, the last part I want to share with you is, what if you're not meant to impact millions of people today? I'm not saying in a year from now, 3 years from now, but what if today you're on this journey because you were meant to impact one person's life this week? Just one person struggling with what you could help them with. Not going on and 50,000 people come on. What if 5 came on and one person was going down a really bad path? Do you know what really helps me is even when I was just starting, and I'm always thinking, you know what? Today, this isn't about the masses. This is about one person that today needed this. And if I delivered that, I did my job. Let me ask you something. For what Russell and I and Tony did and Stacey and Jenna this past week, was there at least one thing that we shared? Hopefully there was lots. But was there just one thing, at least one thing that we shared that made you go, wow, I could do more. I could be more. I can shift. I can pivot. I can do more towards the freedom or the control I want, or I want to act a certain way, or I want to be more authentic, or I want to just say it like it is. If there was one thing, then we did our job. We hope there's way more than one thing, and we hope you get in the software and stay in the software and go to the next level. But when you look through that lens, that's how you could show up here on a Saturday when my family's home and wanted to hang out. This is why I want to be authentic. Russell came here because we just wanted to be us at this best level. And when I say the best level, I just mean us authentically to hopefully help you shift. So that's my message on that. Okay, here's another one. Russell, I want your feedback on this one too. I saw this and I was like, okay. So there were some posts that our team, that we have people that help us with the Facebook group. We're in there nonstop, but you know, I think there's been 500,000 comments in the Facebook group, and
hard to keep up with all of them.
It's a little hard for us to keep up with that, but our team does. And our friend was like, oh my God, some people were worried about something in the terms and conditions, and people were talking about it. We want to share something. There's a part, and maybe Russell, you could be more elegant. I'm going to hit this at a high level. Our terms and conditions that the lawyers write are the same kind of terms and conditions. Do you ever read the terms and conditions on Facebook? You wouldn't be on Facebook if you read it. They're written same as Udemy or anything. They're written in a way that protect us, because you're putting your course on our system and we have to sell it and all that things. But there was, and Russell, maybe you can articulate more. I'm just going to hit it at a high level. The wording in terms and conditions can freak you out if you watch any of them. But what I want to assure you, there's something that says, and I don't have it in front of me, I should, but it's like, you know, when you post this up, we have the right to repost it and do these things. It's because that's the permission we need to be able to sell your product for you. I promise you that Tony and myself and Russell do not want to steal your course. We don't want to resell your course. We don't want to redistribute your course. If you know us and believe in us, that's who we are. That's just lawyered. I don't know. You have a better explanation. I should have it in front of me and I don't.
No, it's good. Yeah, I think sometimes people get nervous about those kind of things, and just you have to understand that it's for a marketplace, the way the legal terms read, it's what we have to do, because what's happening is you are putting your course on our servers, you're putting the images on our servers, so we have to have the license to be able to host those on our servers. If not, what would happen is you could upload your video, upload your course, upload your images, and then you can come back to me and sue me like, Russell, you're hosting my course on your servers. Like, yeah, but you upload it. But there's like, we had to have, the contract basically said, or the legal agreement says that. So it's so we can host your course on our server, so we can show the video or show your video on our server, so we can do those kind of things. Basically, it's like a license that says, yes, you can use this. It does not mean that we have the rights to go and sell it. That's not the plan. The purpose is for us, so we can put the things on our servers, and you can sell your course and stuff like that. So yeah, if anyone thinks this is a grand scheme where our entire goal was to get your courses so we could then sell them, that's stupid. We have that's not the motion. That's not why I was there. It's there because literally you're putting your courses on. It's like you're putting all your stuff on in our servers. We're holding all this stuff. We have to show that we have the rights to hold your stuff. Otherwise, we can't hold it. We have to like delete your stuff and keep it off. So that's all the terms of services. It does not mean we're going to take your course and sell it and things like that. It means that you're letting us host it. We have the rights to be able to host it, have the rights to be able to show it, have the rights to let people transact and buy it and unlock access, and like all the things that we do as a marketplace. So it's very standard marketplace legal jargon. I just think a couple of people got nervous because they're like, that means Russell and Tony could take my course and sell it. No, it means you're putting it on our platform so we can sell it. Like that's the whole. That's how the platform works. That's
and
how
what I believe, I said this yesterday, and in no way am I trying to make light of those of you that are really analytical. That's my sister, right? But sometimes we're looking for the excuse to say, I knew it was too good to be true. Literally, one post said that. It said, I knew this was too good to be true. They want to steal our stuff. Could you imagine Tony Robbins being up on stage at UPW and saying, you know, I was going to teach what I've been doing for 40 years, but I got this course and I stole the rights of it. Here we go. Like, could you ever imagine that happening? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, am I looking for a way out? Am I looking for an excuse? Am I wanting to say, you know, I would have got in that, but that was a scam, or that wasn't working, or wasn't what it said to be, right? We got to look out for that, because we're self-sabotaging. So yes, there's legal stuff, but there's also self-sabotaging, and I'd watch out for that. Okay, a couple other things. And then I want to go to my little whiteboard quick. But one, people said, what happens at the end of the 6 months if you get enrolled in our elite program? Okay, so First off, for the dollar trial people, you know you have 14 days from the start of the challenge. So it hasn't even been a week yet. So you still have 8 days or something like that. Yeah, 9 days, right, inside that. And then if you don't upgrade, you'll convert to $97 a month. And remember what Russell said yesterday, that's it, flat $97 a month. So we'll share that. Those of you who get in the elite program and you get 6 months for free, at the end of 6 months, you could decide if you want the higher level $297 membership, or if you want the $97 membership, or you say, I don't want anything, I'm good. You get to decide all that, right? So just know, I see you guys even asking that today. Now, one more thing I want to share.
And can I add that real quick? It'll be easy. You can log in the back office and you're like, here's your account plan. You can be like, I want to downgrade, I want to upgrade, I want to move, and like you can move things around. It's not something that you're gonna have to be on a phone with 12 guys trying to hard close you. Like you just click a button and you can change it whenever it makes sense for you to change it to whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. There's nothing like organized breakage. Like, do you ever have a thing that you haven't canceled that's still on your credit card from 10 years ago? Because every time you call, they go, well, that's the other department, and you're going to be on hold. No, it's you go in there and you manage it like that. You don't even have to call us if you don't want to. Another thing, this is what we decided last minute. If you look, Russell was sharing this yesterday, and Russell, you shared it so elegantly, talking about a fee for selling the course. Now, if you look at Udemy, I think they're 50%, right? There's some sites out there up to 70%. What we decided to do was something different. We wanted to just have a flat rate where you guys know how much it costs you each month, and you have access to do all these great things, and you could sell tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff, and the only fee is the merchant. I think it's, what, 3.9? Is that the number, Russell? So you guys know that. It's 3.9% for the merchant and processing fees, whatever that is there. That's the only fee we're charging for at least a year. Now, what we were going to do, just being transparent, is we were going to charge $97 a month and 20% of all the products sold from the traffic we drive there. And we still thought that was way better than 50% at Udemy. Like, you have a buddy that spends thousands and thousands every month to sell his courses, right? But 3 nights ago, when we were up all night, we were like, you know what? For people having faith in us and jumping on board, we are not charging any fee above that 3.9 for your merchant through Stripe. We are not charging anything, whether we help you sell it or you sell it on your own, for at least a year. Anything else I missed on that?
No, that was perfect.
Yeah.
So,
and at the end of the year, we'll decide. We might go with 10%. We might say, no, it's working amazing just the way it is, and leave it. But we'll do something extremely fair. And that's a year from now. So what I'd say is get your butt selling before then, and we'll make sure that that's something that's elegant at the time. Are there plans to market mastermind.com directly to drive traffic there in the United States and even around the world? I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, in fact, I showed Dean yesterday. Our teams are building tons of really cool ads that'll push people directly back to mastermind.com.
They're so good.
Yeah. So that's definitely the plan. Obviously, during this challenge, we've driven a lot of traffic. There's been a lot of sales happening on the platform. But long term, obviously, we want you guys driving traffic to your individual courses. We want to be driving traffic to the homepage. Like, this is day one of this project for us. You know, I mean, obviously 6 months to a year of like back planning and coding, but like this is where it all begins. We have traffic going on, we have ads pushing, and between me, Dean, and Tony, our ads teams, and just all the other stuff we're doing, tons of traffic will be coming to mastermind.com, and it'll keep growing and growing. And if you look right now, like I think ClickFunnels, my main company, is like the top, like, I think it's like top 200 or 300 most visited websites in the world right now. And I think that in the very near future, mastermind.com will be kind of a similar thing where we'll be in the top a couple hundred most visited sites in the world. So for me, it's like, talk about real estate. They're like, where do you build a house? They're like, and Dean's a real estate guru, but it's like location, 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 right? So it's like for you guys, like, where should I plug in my course? Like, well, location, location, location. You have the place that's going to become the central spot for all education. Right? We're trying to make self-education the new norm. So you're looking like, where's all this, like, where's the best, like, where's Park Place, where's Boardwalk on the internet for courses? It will become mastermind.com. So we're doing a lot to push traffic, attention, branding, all the stuff, so that when people think about self-education and learning and courses, this is where they show up at. And yeah, so you've got the 3 best in the business who are putting their time, effort, energy, personal brands, and everything to push traffic to the marketplace. So yeah.
Russell made me read a book, and I thank him for it. And it described what a category king is, and it was so elegant on what that means. Like, without going in detail, what's Google? category king, right? Facial tissue, Kleenex, category king, right? When you want to, we have a plan. We've all read the book, Russell, myself, and Tony. And like Russell's doing with ClickFunnels, us in the self-education with Mastermind, we are going to be a category king. That is an absolute truth. Like, our job is to not just get you guys on, it's to be the most visited place, the place where self-education becomes the new norm. So you are going location, location, location. One of the other questions I see people asking, yes, you can start the 14-day trial today. If you went to trymastermind.com, you could still get the $1 trial and start today. What I encourage you, that's great. And those of you in it, stick in it. But only till Monday will you have the opportunity to be a part of our Mastermind Elite Bundle. And we'll answer more questions on that because we had hundreds of questions about that. And again, we'd hate for you to miss out on that because we put together something pretty amazing. But yes, you could still do the trial. If I purchase the Elite package, what and where can I expect my bonuses? So can I be completely transparent? Yesterday, and Russell, you could share, we put together all these bonuses. I don't know. Russell, will you go over the bonuses later? Because we had 100 questions on the bonuses. Not now, but maybe before we're done, because I know you have this in front of you and I don't. The bonuses are off the charts. Like, we just kept adding stuff like, oh, let's throw in Tony's Ultimate Edge. Oh, but if Tony's doing that, I'll teach you live every month. And Russell's like, oh, I'll put in my course.
Each other.
We really were trying to one-up each other. I'm being completely transparent. And then I'm like, well, why is Russell putting 2 things in? Well, then we should add tickets to the World Summit. And we were originally going to put in the $345 ticket for the World Summit. And I'm like, no, give them the Elite one that's $695 on our website. Like, we probably went overboard. Like, it might seem too good to be true, and that's why. But yesterday, the team's working together. We added all these bonuses last minute, and the team forgot to, like, however the technology goes, to make it so when you buy it, it immediately goes to you. So, like, yesterday at, like, 4 o'clock, the teams are like, hey, I think we missed something. And we did. We missed whatever connection on the back end. So if you bought, now it's all set. But if you bought yesterday and didn't get the bonuses immediately, look in your email inbox, either in your promotion or your spam. They all got sent to you, like everything. And you get immediate access to Russell's course, Tony's courses, all these other things. Did I miss anything on that?
We can make sure, maybe I'll talk to Todd, like next time you guys log in, if you bought it, we can make a pop-up show up that has all the list of everything too, so you can make sure if you miss the email for some reason. So I'll make sure we get that as well, but, or message support, they can make sure you have it too, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You got to see that we even mess up. Yeah, we got to see we even mess up. Like, literally, somebody's like, hey, did we forget to connect something? Because people are asking for their bonuses. Like, oh, we did. And literally, they blamed it on us. It's like, well, you guys added so much stuff last minute.
We're on stage, like right now, I'm looking at my phone. I saw the message. I'm like, oh, we'll figure it out. It'll be good. We're good for it, I swear.
So yeah, that's what we got there. What's the difference? One more time, Russell. Maybe, you know what? Do this again towards the end here. If you could go over that, because we have so many questions on like $97 plan and 5 masterminds compared to the $297 unlimited, and what's the support and what's the Dave Espino the course that goes in it, and when is that? Somebody asked, there was a lot of questions like, when do I get that course? It's like, well, we just came up with it 2 days ago, so give us like a little bit of time to create it for you, right? And then well, I'm going to jump over to the board. Mike, could you come in for a second? Russell is way better at this than me, but he is. I love your drawings. Even when you were in our mastermind, the first time I watched you draw them, I thought you had an artist draw those, Russell, and then you did them at my office. I'm like, that is pretty amazing. But I'm going to go through this really quick, and then Russell, maybe you could clarify the bonuses and stuff like that after. All right, cool. Come on over. So this is my attempt. That's all I did, Russell. This is it. Just these little 2 right here. Okay, this is before the Build Your Brand Challenge, unsure, confused, like, I don't know what to do. And then this is after, like, yay, I have clarity. What do I do next? Okay, I had to just do that little part. But kidding aside, this is, you guys saw me draw this during the challenge, right? And what it means is once you have the, like, this is what to do, like Russell and I were talked about, this is the what, right? Is what you need to do is not think of 7 billion people, right? We talked about narrowing down your niche. How do you get smaller to grow confidence, clarity, and then know exactly who you're targeting, right? So what this shrinking does that you learned from Stacy and Russell, and even Jenna anchored that in, like, as you get smaller, you have a story, you have a message, you have a skill that the world needs where you can help them. And the smaller we get, the more it grows. Like the story with my wife, right? My story. Then once you're there, then we talked about how do you extract it? How do you pull the scenes of your life? And how do you create that story that goes into your teaching that people need, right? And then once you have that and you understand it, again, we're going through this process, but then you get the confidence to go over to mastermind.com through the software and you build your offer. Just like Brian Cho did, just like Ethan, the 9-year-old did, just like now heading towards 14,000 people have already done. Again, those of you who had a course, you're already up on the platform. Those of you who are just learning about this are going to be working on your course to get it up on mastermind.com, right? And then we're going to be pushing, like Russell said, Tony, myself, Russell, our teams, all the ads. Wait till you see the ads we created. They're absolutely gorgeous, right? We're going to be branding and pushing and driving people to mastermind.com as a whole. And if they're there searching for what you have, we're going to make great ways and easier ways all the time for them to find you. We're going to have a rating system, all these cool things. And we're going to be helping you fine tune what your logo should look like in your thumbnail and your headlines through all the training we're doing, especially if you're in the bundle, right? In the elite bundle. But then also, as you gain the confidence and gain the capabilities and you're already in there, you're going to start looking at all these other ways through ethical influence, through Hook Story Close, through finally doing a video. You're going to go on Etsy and Instagram or LinkedIn and friends and family or Facebook groups or email and events and YouTube and Facebook and affiliates. And are you going to do all of these at once and get overwhelmed? No, or are you going to pick one? Like, I'm just going with Facebook. When I converted from infomercials to online, all I did was focus on Facebook, nothing else. I got overwhelmed, right? You become, as Russell said so elegantly, you become a producer, not a consumer. Right? So how do you produce on Facebook? Or I don't even have TikTok on here, right? My son and daughter are telling me that's where the future's going. So maybe I got to step up on TikTok. But it could be family and friends. It could be TikTok. You pick one and you start driving people to gain the confidence, right? And you drive them to your offer, like Brian Cho and all the other people and Pam and all the other people that we've been sharing all week that have been listening and getting people to say yes. The guy that does the Rubik's Cube, the guy that helps with golf, the woman who helps with yoga. What they did is they narrowed their niche, they put their offer up, and they found a way to either drive traffic. Well, most of them didn't drive traffic. It came from us. But we want to exponentially grow this eventually by picking, I'm going to do this first, and this second, this one third, and this one fourth. I'm going to go to groups like Russell taught yesterday, like, oh my God, I'm going to get in front of all those people in groups. I'm going to build a friendship with them. And then after we're buds and they understand what I do, then I'm going to drive them to my offer, right? And then what happens when they go there? And you saw the people, then you get to tell your story and teach them through your course, through your workshop, through your mastermind. You get to impact their lives. You get to create success for you and your family, whatever that means to you, and then you get to rinse and repeat. And I'm not trying to oversimplify this. We did our best to share all of this in 5 days, but now you have the opportunity to work with us. You still have to do the work. But you don't necessarily have to do it alone. You don't have to figure it out on all these multiple websites and how to get it done and how do I get a merchant account and how do I get this to like Russell, you said this day one I thought was so elegant is like there's like two things. Like we want to show you how to extract what you know, make it easy to put it to the world. But if not, then it's like two full-time jobs. Like how do I create it and then website and then marketing and then as a platform, like we just wanted to take out that complexity, right? We're not trying to say you don't have to do anything, right? You got to do the work. We just want to kind of be there with you and help you get it done so this becomes real in your life. And the last thing I'll tell you is why we did this today. And I started with this, but I want to end this. And then not end, I'm not done yet. Russell, I know we're going a little longer we thought. Thanks for sticking with us. We just wanted to make sure we covered everything. But remember the difference between emotional and logical buyers, logical people who logically take action, is sometimes we need those questions answered if we're really logical. And I always think of my sister. I'm emotional. Like me, if I go to a car dealership and I like a car, I'm like, I like the white one. I don't need to test drive it. I already heard it's good. Can I leave here in a half hour or I don't want it? Like literally, that's me. My sister would go to 3 different car dealerships, go home and Google it, and then test drive 4. Like my head wants to explode. When she watches me, she's so frustrated, like, oh, you just go quick, right? But that's half and half. When I'm in an audience, half is logical, half is emotional, right? Emotional buyers already took action. They're already taking the 14-day trial. They're in, or you jumped in and you're a part of the elite package. I want to share for you when you move forward. Remember I said model what we do? I want to share to those of you that are logical buyers. Get your questions answered. Like today, I hope we answered every question you have. but get your questions answered so you don't miss out on this. Because here's what I know what happens with logical buyers. Monday, when this offer closes, the next day you're going to wake up and go, damn, I need to just do it. And you're going to go to that page for our elite package, and I promise you that page will say closed, right? And that's when you go, God darn it, I did it again. Like, I thought about it too much and I missed out. And we don't want that to happen to you guys. So that's why we came on here today on our Saturday. That's why I want Russell to go over the bonuses and talk about the difference between 97 and 297 plan one more time, just so you could say, I got my questions answered. I can move forward with confidence. Because here's what I know. Logically, this is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. Logically, it's an industry that allows you to serve and lean into your heart and have this enthusiasm to feel good. Logically, 2/3 of the world is home and they need you. Logically, the world is shifting to go to self-education, not regular education. Logically, and you've put your heart and decided to go all in on things in your life and you achieve massive success. So you just have to logically commit. And then lastly, if you're going to learn from anyone, I think Russell, Tony, and myself are 3 pretty good guys to learn from, and Mastermind Software is the logical place to go. So I just don't want you to have that regret, and that's the reason we took our Saturday together. So we're so excited. You can go to mmbundle.com to check out that, and Russell even has a great video up there that explains it. Just don't miss out, right? Write that down. Somebody put them in the chat, mmbundle.com. Like, look at it today or tomorrow so you're not missing out on that, okay? So Russell, I went longer than I thought. Sorry. I know we got family to get back to, but could you go over the difference of the plan, the bundle, all those pieces, just so, especially I see a lot of new people on here, they want to know what the heck we're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I'll go through kind of a little quicker than I did yesterday, but if you guys want to see, we took the video clip from yesterday, we went through it and put it on the top on mmbundle.com. So you can go and watch it in detail if you need to take notes. Yeah, and one thing just kind of before I dive into this, I want to restate what Dean said, like, especially those who are the logical buyers who are waiting and like trying to figure it out. Worst case scenario, we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So like worst case, like jump in and just try it. And if it doesn't work, like then we'll give you your money back. Like we don't need it. Right. And so it's just you taking that leap of faith. So again, we tried to make this offer as irresistible as possible. Dean, Tony, and I played the one-up game where we kept trying to one-up each other to make this insane. So I'm going to go through really quickly what the offer is. And then when you guys are ready, all you gotta do is go to mmbundle.com, get started, and then and you'll be officially off the sidelines and into the game. So let me make sure I can share my screen. All right, are you guys able to see? No, that's the wrong screen. Hold on, I'm a Skype newbie. I'm making sure I get this right. So let me. All right, are you guys able to see my my screen with the Mastermind Elite logo there? I can't see his comments. Hopefully, can someone give me a heads up if you're able to see my screen to make sure I'm showing it before I show slides.
Not yet, bud.
Not yet. Okay.
Can you tell me when it's on?
Okay, I'm trying again. Hopefully Skype's gonna let me do this. It says it's sharing my screen. Let me try again. Let's see. Okay, are you guys able to see now?
Think so. Isn't that crazy? Hey guys, stick with us though, because what we're doing on our side, Russell, is oh, it's so cool. People are like, no, I just see your face, and it's a good face to see. Hey, you know what we're doing? I know Mike doesn't have it set up, but he's working on it right now. So if you can't get it up on your side, we'll bring him up on ours, and I'll be your official slide guy sharing. You just tell me which way to go.
I wonder if I can I have an idea. Let me see if this will work. This is called improvisation. Let's see if this will work. Well, we've got 3 monitors. It's on this monitor right here. It says it's sharing the screen and the whole thing's around it. I apologize, guys. Let's try.
I'm going to run and check and see if we can get it up on our side. Don't anybody leave, because these are some of the biggest questions you had, what Russell was going to share. And if not, we'll improvise and we'll figure it out.
Okay. Worst case, I have 3 monitors. I wonder if I can shift my monitor just to show you my monitor from my other one. Let's see if this. Let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, I'll start talking about it while they're trying to figure it out. We'll go deeper. So again, the package, the offer we put together for you guys is called Mastermind Elite. Okay, and so you can see down below to get started, mmbundle.com. But Mastermind Elite, a couple things is when you guys got started in the Build Your Brand Challenge, you sign up for free, right? And then on the next page, we had what we call an upsell. And the upsell was for $1, you got a 14-day trial to start using the Mastermind platform. And that $1, that 14 days started on Monday of last week. If you signed up right then. Some of you guys didn't, you signed up a little bit later. Some of you guys still haven't. If you still want to sign up for that trial, again, it's $1. That dollar goes to Feeding America to feed kids. You can go to trymastermind.com, and that's where you can get the trial. So that was the first thing, okay? Now, what that is, it's a $1 trial for 14 days. And then after the 14 days is up, you start getting billed $97 a month to be able to have access to the platform and be able to start plugging your courses in and things like that, okay? So I'm just going through my slides, even though you guys can't see them. But hopefully it'll still make sense.
We got it on our side. Can you put that up, Mike? Look at that.
Yeah.
Can you see that? All right.
I can see it.
We'll do it from our side. I got the clicker in my hand.
Awesome. Okay. I'll just say next slide when I'm ready for next slide. Okay. So that's the one. So when you guys joined the challenge, you paid $1 for the 14-day trial, right? Is it back up again, the slides? There we go. Yep. Okay. So I want to explain to you guys why $14 or why the $97 a month is actually inexpensive. Some people are like, that seems so expensive. Russell, isn't expensive. And the reality is it's really not. So Dean, if you want to click it twice, I want to show you guys a couple examples. This is an example of a marketplace. It's kind of similar. It doesn't have as many features and stuff as ours, but Udemy is a marketplace that people know about, right? And Udemy, it's free to put your course on. People are like, this is so great, it's free. But the problem is that first off, Udemy takes 50% of your sales. So if you sell a $100 course, every time you sell, they take $50. If you sell 2 courses in a month, it's already over $100, and every course you sell after that, it becomes a lot. And I've had friends who initially put their stuff on Udemy thinking, oh, it's so cheap, this is gonna be amazing. And now fast forward a year later, 2 years later, they're making tons of sales. They're paying the Udemy platform sometimes $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month because of that. So I want you to understand, like it gets really, really expensive. Okay.
Bring that back up, Mike.
Yeah, let's just leave the slides up. So that's the first thing. The second slide is going to be like, well, what if I just put it in some other course platform? And there's a lot of good course platforms out there. The problem is that first off, they're a lot more expensive, like Kajabi here. The second off, the other negative is that you're not part of a marketplace. So it may be there, but it's not like nobody else can find it other than just like if you drive all the traffic, it's there where there's not a platform. Whereas the mastermind.com, you plug it in and there's a platform. There's people made sales right now who don't even have any traffic coming to it. They just posted it in there. And because we have people who are actively looking and searching for your courses, you can make sales without it. Okay, so let's go next slide. And then the other cool thing is the fact that the Mastermind platform is the only platform that I know of that lets you actually go live. So you can actually create your courses in the platform while you're there, which is one of my favorite features. And a lot of you guys, actually more than I thought, have been already using that, where you're pre-scheduling calls ahead of time, you're clicking record, and you're actually going live, which is really, really cool. Okay, next slide. Now, it's a $97 a month level. Inside your account, you can create up to 5 masterminds. If you're going live, you get up to 720 minutes of live time inside the platform. You can have up to 15 attendees attending one of your mastermind courses live. That's kind of that tier. Now, if you go next slide, this is where I said, who here would love to have that platform without having any monthly fees for the next 6 months? So that's why we created this bundle, is because we want to give you guys the ability to spend the next 6 months working on your courses, working on getting people, driving traffic, all those kind of things, and not stressing about the monthly fees. So what you're going to get when you guys take the bundle today is you're going to get the Mastermind Elite upgrade, which means you're going to get the higher level of Mastermind platform. You're going to get 6 months, which this feature's not even released anywhere on the platform yet, except for you guys right here. It's going to be $297 a month for this. You guys will get the $297 a month level for free for the next 6 months, which is amazing. Now that elite level, inside of it, instead of having just 5 masterminds, you can create unlimited. So if you got ideas for 20 or 30 or 50 courses, you can put them in there, and it's not going to charge you any more money. If you're doing live streaming, you get up to 2,500 minutes per month, and it bumps you from 15 live attendees up to 25. So you can run a really nice size mastermind group there, okay? So first thing you're gonna get is 6 months of Mastermind Elite software, a total value of $1,782. All right, the next slide. The next thing we're gonna do is, a lot of you guys finished the BYB challenge. You're like, this is amazing, but I wanna go deep. I wanna figure out everything. How do you record the course? How do you create an outline? How do you know what to say? How do you know stories? Like all the things. And so we decided to put together this course called Course Blueprint Secrets. It's gonna be kind of your companion. It's gonna take you through the next step. This is good for any of you guys who are like, this is awesome, Russell, but I just don't know what's the next step? Like, I want to do it. I believe in it. I understand some of the core things, but I want like the tactical step by step. Like my logical mind needs to know every single step, every single piece, what to do. And that's what this course Blueprint Secrets is to help do that. Okay. And we already started recording it this weekend, actually. And the trainer is going to be teaching you is Dave Espino, who is one of my lead trainers here at ClickFunnels. And the coolest thing about Dave is that he's created over 60 courses on other platforms, and he just found out about the Mastermind platform the same time you guys did. He's like, this is amazing. Like, I can move all my courses over to Mastermind. Right? Exactly. So you'll see soon, Dave will have probably 60 or more courses on the platform as he's copying and pasting them over this weekend. But he's created more courses than any person I personally met. He is amazing at it. He's good at it. Let's go back one slide, actually. Not only does he create courses, he's good at creating good courses. One of his courses sold over 700,000 copies, which is amazing. And he's helped tons of students inside of our coaching programs. He helps our students make courses. He's helped hundreds of people. He says probably closer to 1,000 now, but he said conservatively, you can say hundreds of courses that he's helped people launch. And so he's going to be your lead trainer inside of this course to help you to get your course up and launched and live. And like I said, he can do this in his sleep. He has done it in sleep 60 times, and he'll walk you through that process. Next slide. On top of that, we have coaches who every single week are going to be going live to help you to launch your course. Okay. So any of you guys who are just like, I get it. there's a piece I'm missing. Like if I just had someone who I could talk to help push it over the edge, we'll be doing these live group launch your course weekly workshops. So you can log in and jump in there. So if you're like, this is cool, but I'm not ready to launch my course in another 2 or 3 weeks, that's fine. Like go through the training, record your stuff. But as soon as you're like stuck or you need help, jump on. Every single week, there's going to be these workshops happening. You can get you unstuck to help make sure that you can keep moving forward. Okay. We don't want anyone being stuck for more than a couple days. Okay, so what you're going to get, number one, again, is a 6-month of Mastermind Elite software. Number two is the course Blueprint Secrets that Dave Espino is going to be teaching, and the live workshops. Total value of $3,564. Next piece of the offer. Who here wants some challenge exclusive bonuses? This is where the one-upping started beginning. Okay, so we will start with Dean's first one up is giving you guys access not to the $395 tickets to World Summit, but the $695 amazing tickets to the World Summit, which is amazing because that means Tony is going to be streaming out of his huge arena. Dean's going to be flying, and I'm going to be flying, and Jen is going to be flying, and we're all going to be teaching for a couple of days. You guys have access to watch it and be part of that summit for free, which is amazing. Next, you're getting Tony Robbins' Ultimate Edge program. This is the same program that I went through when I first learned about Tony. Dean went through it. Stacey Martino went. Like this is the beginning. We wanted to go deep with Tony, and what's cool about it, I bought this program back when it was on CDs. I think Stacey said she had the tapes. But I haven't gone through this in about 10 years. And I tell my wife that now because of this, we're getting the digital access. So we're going to go through it again. And I will recommend our entire community, let's all go through this together, because most of the hardest part about getting successful online is not the technical things, especially with what we've just given you. It's all the stuff between your ears. And the Ultimate Edge will help fix all their mindset things so you can be successful. So that means you're getting the 6 month of software, course Blueprint Secrets, plus the live workshops, plus the World Summit ticket, plus Tony Robbins' Ultimate Edge. Now we're up to total value of $4,508. But wait, there's more. Okay, next thing is Dean's Inner Circle. Dean sells this for $97 a month. So this is literally like this just basically makes the whole program free. Now you get Dean's Inner Circle, I think, for the next 6 months, which Dean goes deep every single month, helping you on mindset and all the kind of things you need to be successful. So you get Dean's Inner Circle. You're gonna get my One Funnel Away Challenge. This is my flagship program. We've had, I think, like 50 or 60,000 people gone through this. A lot of you guys don't know what a funnel is yet, but it's the next step. After your course is a mastermind, you want to start growing and scaling it. The next thing you need is a funnel. Okay, and our ClickFunnels integrates in with the mastermind. So those are really cool things. But when you're ready and you're like, hey, I got my course live. Okay, then I'm ready to figure out how do I sell more of it? How do I go from 1 sale a day to 10 sales a day to 100 sales a day? The One Funnel Away Challenge will show you that process of how to grow and scale quickly. Now, the nice thing about this is we do these challenges often, so you don't have to freak out and be like, I can't do all these courses at once. You can do One Funnel Away Challenge in a month from now or 2 months from now if that makes the most sense for you. You don't have to do it like tomorrow. So you just pick when you're ready and you can dive into it. And then the last offer, this is actually a course that I have on the Mastermind platform. It's called List Building Secrets, and it's how to build a huge email list. Okay, the way you guys all found out about this challenge was either from mine, Dean's, or Tony's email list, right? And so we're going to show you guys how I built a list of almost, I think, 4 or 5 million people at this point. And this is a course that's in the platform. It'll unlock inside your members area, and you can go through, figure out how to build your own email list that you can then sell your courses to. And so that's the last super bonus. So that means you're going to get the 6 months of software, the course Blueprint Secrets, the live workshops, the World Summit ticket, Tony Robbins' Ultimate Edge, Dean's Inner Circle. You're going to get my One Funnel Away Challenge, List Building Secrets, total value of a whole bunch, $53.94. But you guys, because you're here today, because we love you, because this is our pre-launch of the mastermind platform. You get everything here for just one payment at $997 today. And to do that, you just got to go to mmbundle.com. And for anyone who's like, this comes back to logical buyers, like, I need some risk reversal. We're going to take away the risk for you too, okay? So next slide, I want to talk about your options. Your first option is you guys don't have to do this, okay? Especially if you have the dollar trial. If you don't want to, like, that's cool. Go get the dollar trial. Go use it. Start building out your course, okay? So that's the first thing. If we can click the next button. Okay, your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which again is risk-free. Or your second option is just pony up this money and just try it. If you click it again, there you go. Let's just try it and just give it a shot and just see if this is going to work for you. And the nice thing is that Tony, Dean, and I have a philosophy, and that's the next, click it one more time. Philosophy is that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. And so what that means on the next slide here is we're going to give you guys a 30-day money-back guarantee. That means you can sign up today, go through the course, create your thing, launch it in the marketplace, try, go through all the process, go through the training, figure this out. And if at the end of it, you're like, man, this just doesn't work for me, or I didn't like it, or I never, whatever I don't care what your excuse is, what the reason is. I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now. If for some reason it doesn't work for you, just let us know and we'll give you your money back. Okay? We don't need it. This is not about us. This is about you. So the real question for you guys is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check it out? Which again, even if it only does half what we've talked about today and throughout this entire week, it could literally pay for itself as soon as your first course is live. Okay, so there's your risk reversal, you guys. Like if it doesn't work, we'll give you your money back. We just want you guys to do it because there's people who are waiting for you, people whose lives that you can change if you take this step. And so we want to push you over. Oh yeah, and don't forget, can't remember what the next slide is. Oh yeah, you're getting the upgraded account, the $297 level account, which means you can have unlimited masterminds. You get 2,500 minutes per month, 25 attendees live, and that's the bonus. Again, is you get that for free for the next 6 months. It means no monthly payments for 6 months. Gives you a chance to like breathe, get all your courses done, get things in there, and that way no monthly payments are coming to hopefully your courses up and live. So the last recap for everything: number one is a 6-month upgraded mastermind.com platform, course blueprint secrets plus live workshop, the World Summit tickets, Tony's Ultimate Edge, Dean's Inner Circle, Russell's One Funnel Way Challenge, list building secrets, total value of $59.43, and you guys get all for just one payment at $997 today. You just got to go to mmbundle.com to get started, and that's the offer, you guys. So
that was so good. Hey, I love that tag team, Russell. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You know, I have to tell you something. Like, thank you for going through that. There was a million questions that came in, and it was good that you went through it in record time, and I was doing the slides. I want to share something with you. So many great comments coming in. I'm watching all the comments as you're talking. I'm trying to watch the comments and hit your slides, like, because I'm watching you. I'm the one clicking it, right? And someone said, Russell, you don't need the exaggerated energy. Just one person said that. And here's what I want to tell you. Yes, he does, because that's who Russell is. If you're just meeting Russell for the first time, he can't help himself. Whenever I'm with Russell, if we're flying in a plane together, we went to a mastermind together, we're sitting next to each other in the seats, and the whole front of the plane is watching us because Russell is telling me about a new project he's working on, and he's selling it to me exactly the same way with the same enthusiasm. No, but Dean, listen. And then, like, that's who Russell is. Right? If Tony was here, he would be doing it the way Tony does it. I would share the way I share it, and you should share the way you share. I couldn't see it. What if Russell today was talking about something where we one-upped each other, where we spent over $1 million in this software, over a year. We already know 13,000, 14,000 people are in, hundreds and hundreds of sales already happening. We're on fire. We're ecstatic. Our dreams have become a reality. We are making self-education the new norm. I am fired up. Could you imagine today if we were like, and today, in the second bonus that Tony and I are very, very honored to give you, you will get the Ultimate Edge. Now, the Ultimate Edge can, like, if you did that, would you really want to watch us? I'd be like, oh my God, like, if you're not enthusiastic about what you have, how could someone else be? That's not fake enthusiasm. That's someone who's been working on something, being an entrepreneur since his potato gun years, to come all the way to a place where we could spend the money, time, effort, and energy to give you something that's really magical. And if that enthusiasm bugs you, I'm sorry, but that's just who we are. And maybe that's, maybe we attract people that are like us. And you don't have to be enthusiastic like us, but we're hoping it kind of like plants a seed so your enthusiasm can grow through you, and you can share with people. Again, some people's enthusiasm might be on a 7 out of 10. Maybe ours is a 10 out of 10, but we're loving it and we're passionate about it. Russell, any last words?
No, I think this has been so much fun for me and fun to work with you, Dean, and Tony on a project. But I think for all of us, like the most exciting thing is that it's live now. Like it's like giving birth to a baby. You guys have, I mean, if you guys haven't launched a course yet or a product or software, or whatever, like there are labor pains and there's problems and there's issues and all sorts of stuff. And I think we're just excited to have it go live now. And it's funny because I went through the same process 6 years ago when we launched ClickFunnels for the first time. And there are a bunch of people who were there at the very beginning. In fact, I got a message from a lady the other day who's like, she was in the room when we launched. In fact, she's in the BYUB challenge. She posted this in there as well. She was in the room the day that I first demoed ClickFunnels. I was freaking out like I am right now because I was so excited. And for whatever reason, she looked at it. She's like, that's awesome. And then she didn't do it. And she's now 6 years later coming back and she's like, I was in the room when he first announced it. Right? And if you look at ClickFunnels, in the last 6 years, we've had almost 1,000 people who we've given an award to, showing they made over $1 million in a funnel. We've had almost 100 who've done over 10 million in a funnel. Like this huge movement's happened. All these things have been happening, and she was like, I missed it. Like I was there in the very beginning. I think for you guys, the same thing. And we're going to mess up. I'm sure the software is going to have some weird bugs and something's going to happen. And you're going to be like something like there's going to be little issues and problems. And like I guarantee it's going to happen. I 1,000,000% guarantee there's going to be bugs in the software. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be something where we promise to deliver and we're late on it, or like all sorts of stuff's going to happen. Okay. But we're going to get those things ironed out. Everything's going to work. And in 6 months from now, then a year, then 5 years from now, if those of you guys who got in at the beginning and were consistent and like and just gave us some grace during the pre-launch stuff, man, I can't tell you where you could be in a year from now, 6 years, 5 years from now. Who knows where it could be? But just don't be skeptical. Like the skeptical people never seem to have success. It's just time to go in and have belief and have some fun with it. So I'm excited for you guys especially, and excited for each of you as you get your first course sale. Like there's nothing better when that first happens. You're just like, I've experienced it. Dean's experienced it. Tony's experienced it. Now you guys get experience as well. And we're just pumped for you guys. So thanks so much for being part of this. Hopefully we answer most of your questions. I know our teams are in there still answering questions live, so we'll try to get most of them done as we can. And
you know what I think we should do when we're done here, Mike? Leave a slide up and leave the chats open. Like leave the live thing going for like 10 minutes so our team can answer any questions. Because remember, like again, this is. Today, we came in here for anybody with a logical mindset that you need those questions answered. Like, you need to understand it. Like, I'm talking to my sister Paula. Like, let's make sure you get those questions answered. Our team in the chats, please help as many people as you possibly can, but get those answered and don't miss out, because this truly, the mmbundle.com offer truly is going away. You can, listen, remember, if you didn't do the trial, at least do the trial. You go to trymastermind.com. You have 14 days from today. Get in there and build it. But if you're ready to go all in, kind of like we always think of like Russell, Tony, myself, and so many of our great KBB members and students, if you want to go all in, we want to up each other and created something pretty spectacular. If you didn't see it or you want time, remember, go to mmbundle.com by Tuesday. That offer will be gone, right? But now we get to work. The baby has been birthed. The launch has happened. Now it's our time to go deep and make this the place where the world keeps going. Yes, the sales are happening, but we want more. And we want to keep educating you to make this real, not to just be something you dabble, not to something that you miss out on. And that's why we came here today. Guys, we appreciate you so much. Again, if we missed any question, get it answered, but don't miss out. This has been an absolute pleasure. 6 days now together. I know my family misses me, so I'm going to go home and spend a little time with them. But for you, you are here. Thank you for all the great comments. I see it all. I'm going to go back in and read. I know Russell and myself will go back in and read these comments later when the family's asleep. So if you got any messages for us, let us know. But don't miss out. Go to mmbundle.com. If you got the dollar trial already, stick. If that's what you're going to stick with, that's great. It's an amazing service. But go all in. Burn the boats. Don't dabble. Don't have a foot out the door. And together, let's do this. We appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for joining in this challenge, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
dream again. I'll tell you all my secrets. We're encouraged like a second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. They say we're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever.
just to leave, but it won't keep me from this hard time. And I'll try to carry on again, but I never really knew that it was over.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow. We'll never grow. Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks We could be holding up our light. We could be fighting for what's right. Or we could be falling to pieces. Under the bridge of fire burns, somewhere the pages start to turn, and somebody whispers, I need this. I will do anything just to make you see. Don't apologize for what's in your dreams. Maybe this time will be different. It's only us. It's only us. It's only us tonight. There is a beacon in the night, found in the temple